Hello and welcome to Artist Spotlight, the show where some of Riff-Off's most popular and memorable citizens get the celebrity treatment. I am your host, Slick Hicks, and we hope you're having a spectacular day so far. Thank you for paying a visit to the break room, the central studio for our show. Through the course of today's show, you will be listening to our special guests give the story of their life, answering questions about whatever they like, do, or think, and we hope you enjoy it. Are you ready? Let's welcome today's guest. He's a spectacular guitarist and singer that I personally like to call the Frog King. He also runs the segment Parables on the Daily Riff every Friday, and that is always a joy to listen to. But most importantly, he's just a brilliantly good friend to me and everybody else. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Para. Hello, Para.
Wow. Hey, Slick. What a nice introduction. Thank you so much.
Yes, I thought that'd be a nice way to introduce you. How are you today?
I'm good. If I wasn't feeling nervous before, I sure as hell am now. But that's okay.
Not a problem, and it's completely understandable. All right, we're going to go and get started. We have the first set of questions before you give your first song for the day. And in case anybody on the show is wondering, Para is going to be doing 3 songs over the course of his Artist Spotlight interview. But we'll be getting to the first song in just a few minutes. Let's go and get the rapid fire warm-up questions out of the way. So the first one, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I guess from a musical context is probably most interesting or non-interesting. I guess my musical journey started with my uncle coming in to visit from Montreal. I remember as a young child him sitting around playing guitar and singing to me. And I think it left an impression because as soon as I could get my hands on an instrument in junior high school, guitar wasn't offered, so I took trumpet. Was really good at that until guitar was eventually offered. Jumped into that, although not as seriously as you might think. It didn't really stick until much later when I met my first real guitar teacher, who introduced me to artists like Leo Kottke, John Renborn, Burnt Yank, John Fahey. These are all, obscure guitarists that you guys will probably never know, but they're the ones that really captivated my imagination and inspired me to learn to play the guitar and eventually to get into singing with you all here.
Very good answer, Barry. You seem to have a lot about you that's incredibly, what would I say? Oh, yes, interesting.
Goofy. Oh, okay. I was going to go goofy, but interesting works too.
I totally wasn't overthinking there. All right. So you're on the team here at Riff-Off. What is your role in the Riff team here?
I think technically the role says co-founder at this point.
Yes, I think so.
But really, I try not to restrict myself to just one role. I'm here to have a good time, just like everyone else. Make some new friends and keep things on the rails as best I can.
Right. Do you enjoy your job here at Riff-Off?
Absolutely. It's not a job.
I like saying job because it's you know what I mean. That's what I say.
It has the responsibilities of a job. I get it.
Yes, and you get that, and it's a fun job. So
it certainly is.
All right. How long have you been in the server? In case anybody doesn't know you that well.
Oh, I lost track. I would have to check my own profile somehow.
I think you can actually do that real quick.
Yeah, probably. I mean, since the beginning, I think. So how?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been since a long time because I think that's the reason they moved you up to co-founders because you had been here for you're one of the longest running members of the server.
Yeah, thanks for saying longest running and not oldest.
Right. All right. Okay. And then finally for your warm-up, how long have you been on the team here at Riff-Off?
Oh, it's got to be at least a year now, I think.
Oh, really? Has it really been that short?
I don't know. I've lost track.
You've lost track. It's just second nature to you now.
It just reflects how old I am. Dementia is creeping in, and I'm starting to forget things like my name, my phone number. What's my someone tell me my password for my email, please.
Got a great sense of humor, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Para, that is your warm-up segment. What song are you going to start the show off for today?
Oh, is it that time already?
It is, yes.
Okay. This was a tough one for me to choose because, many of you have heard a few of my favorite songs before. So it was a toss-up between bringing something that I think I do well and something new. So I'm going to start out with something you've probably heard me do a few times. And then we'll get into something new.
All right. What's the song called?
This one's called Southbound, and it's by Ben Barnes.
All right.
And
whenever you're ready, Para. Yes. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and start that song, and we will be loving every second of it.
I
Enjoy,
sure hope
everybody.
so. Thank you. Okay. I'm headed southbound, long way to go, down where the weather don't suit my clothes. Police can't catch me. Lord, how they try. They always miss me when I'm passing by. I'm passing by. I threw all my things in a vacant lot. Down one last dollar, boys, and that is all I got. Well, I found all my friends just so I could say goodbye, but I couldn't hold it down. Good God, how I tried. Some got religion and they just can't win. Well, I take too hard drinking and I push my feelings in. I'm leaving town and all of the people that I know. Well, I'm drunk as hell tonight, and that freight train's my home. I'm headed southbound, long way to go, down where the weather don't suit my clothes. Police can't catch me. Lord, how they try. They always miss me when I'm passing by. I'm passing by. Rain's pouring hard, makes those steel rails shine. 900 more miles and I'll be doing just fine. And if the moon and the stars are the only shelter that I know, I guess I got this whole world and you to call my home, call my home. You to call my home. You to call my home. You to call my home.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Para!
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Great song. I don't know. I think I might have heard you do that before. I haven't heard all
Really?
of your songs, but I know everything that you do is absolutely stupendous.
Oh, that's very kind. And it's nice to have
Yeah.
something fresh for you then.
Well, it's the truth. All right, back to our questions. So the next question is, what got you into music and specifically the guitar, Para?
Ooh, let's see.
If you kind of already answered this in any of your previous questions, you can tell me.
Oh, it's okay. It's all good. I think I started playing guitar mostly because I heard it instantly increases your cool points by at least 37%. Yeah. That plus air
Yeah.
guitar was not working out. I kept snapping strings. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I think I just wanted to play the songs that I liked listening to. You know, whatever came up on the radio or whatever someone shared in a stream. I just wanted to be able to play that. Yeah, that's probably it right there.
Right. Well, that's a good answer. Valid. All right. Now I like this question. I thought of this question myself. What is it like being regarded as one of the truly talented members of our server?
Oh my, that is really nice to hear. As some of you know, I don't know. I think I've suffered from a bit of imposter syndrome, and I actually don't think I'm all that very good, and still very self-conscious about things. So a question like that is very difficult to answer. I'm
Just do your
honored and
best.
privileged. It's very nice that anyone thinks that beyond my mother.
I think
Um,
that. So,
thanks, Slick. I don't know. I just try and approach it with as much humility as I can muster, and gratitude. So
well,
yeah,
that's
thanks
a
for that.
very humble answer, and we appreciate that. The honesty is always nice. You could come up with something that's just like out of the blue just for show, but you know,
Yeah,
it's always about just being honest and real with people. And I think that's
exactly.
something I had to work on. But yeah, I like that you're doing just that.
Cool.
Now,
That's priceless.
this one was inspired by a question that Ari, one of our other members, for those who are listening on
Oh
YouTube,
yeah.
one of our other members, Ari, thought of this question. Do you
Hmm.
have any other instruments that you would like to learn that you haven't already learned?
Pick one. Every single one.
Oh
There's
my
not an
gosh, you
instrument
are a
that's not
music
on the list.
fan.
Well, I mean, like I said, I started with trumpet, but obviously guitar. I picked up a new bass guitar yesterday. I learned to play drum kit, hand drums, flute, some piano, harmonica, didgeridoo. Um, I would say bagpipes are pretty low on the list, but they're still there. So yeah, you name it, I'll learn it.
Anyone in particular that say like yeah.
The
Okay.
theremin.
Yeah.
I
All
want to
right.
learn to play the theremin.
Okay, so the next one here. What is your biggest aspiration as a musician? Like what are you looking to achieve at like the
Oh,
top of your rank?
that's easy. The whole reason I came out here during COVID to Discord in the first place, the first time I came out here singing was specifically to overcome stage fright. So that's my immediate goal is to get on a real stage. A lot
Mhm.
of our community members are used to it, just like yourself, coming from musical theater backgrounds and stuff. I don't. I've been stifled by stage fright my whole life,
You would
and
never be able to tell.
well, that's very kind, but real stage is different. I was supposed to go last week actually, but they canceled it for there was a long weekend going on around here in Canada. So who knows? Maybe what's today? Sunday. Tomorrow night is the next live open mic. So that is my big aspiration for now.
Yes. All right. Okay. Now this question was suggested by Gemini. What is the weirdest thing about your music life that you've come to appreciate? Do you understand what that
Oh,
means?
the weirdest thing about okay, the weirdest thing about my musical life is Discord itself. It's all of you. You're all so weird, and I love you so much for it. This is a weird
Why is
and
that
wonderful
so
place.
true?
You know it. All of you know it's true. This is a very unique and special place with all its weirdness, and I love every second of it.
That's actually the best answer I think you could have given to that. That in when it says the weirdest thing about your music life that you've come to appreciate, because yes, Discord can be weird. Yes, Discord can be a little bit strange and a little different than everything else.
Yeah,
But like me and like both of us have come to appreciate that. I appreciate
exactly.
this place just like you do. So I completely relate to that.
Totally.
All right. Now that we actually got through that segment a little bit faster than I expected. So we're actually going to do, I think, a couple more questions before your next song.
Great.
What is the most challenging boundary that you've had to overcome? This is also by Gemini.
Good questions, Gemini. Challenging boundary. Hmm. 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 Wow, that is a real
It is a
I was
hard
gonna say
question.
maybe I should answer that in the form of interpretive dance. Oh, gee, I don't know how to answer that
You can
boundary.
come back to that
I
question a
feel
little bit later
yeah,
if you
in
want.
all honesty, I don't feel like I've been inhibited by any boundaries.
Okay.
Um, you know, um, yeah, let's come
All
back
right.
to that. Sorry.
Do you just want to like just answer it with that, or do you want to come back to the question a
Yeah,
little
no,
later?
let's just say I'm blessed to not experience boundaries that needed
Okay.
overcoming, except my
Well,
own
that's
stage
that's
fright.
a very
That's
good
it.
answer. It is valid.
Yeah.
All right. The last question before your next song is by Cersei, Mother Cersei. What is the hardest song you've ever had to perform? We'll say just in
Oh.
general, not necessarily just singing or just guitar, like in general.
The hardest it's actually a new one. I've performed for only a sneak peek for a couple of you. Uh, it's called Bilgewater by Brownbird. And what makes
Hmm?
it really difficult is it's the first song where I'm learning to tap on the guitar to get some extra
Oh
rhythmic
gosh.
tones. So coming in with a slide and then tapping on the guitar and into arpeggios, it's a lot of different styles in one. So it makes it really challenging. And to sing over top of it is really, really difficult, but
It
enough
can be, or
practice.
at least I would imagine it can be. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
because I've never played a guitar.
It's never too late.
Oh, I want to actually add that. I want to add that question, actually. I just had thought of something. Is it difficult learning to play the guitar? I've always wondered.
Easy to learn, hard to master, like most things. To get a little bit of strumming on your belt, under your belt, what you really need doesn't take much.
Right.
So, try not to, nobody should be intimidated by the instrument. There's so many easy ways to get into it. And, a few chords is all you need. And maybe one
Yeah.
scale if you want to get into soloing. So it's not that difficult. It just
It's like
takes,
baby steps, right?
yeah, yeah, like anything else. Don't expect miracles overnight. And sore fingers come with the territory.
Yeah, I just thought I'd ask you that because I did actually think of that question when I was thinking, like, I've always wondered how difficult is it to actually learn the guitar? And there's my answer. So,
Yeah,
all right, Perry, at this point, I will be asking you to do your second song. If that's all right.
absolutely.
All right, what are you going to do this time?
For this one, I think I'm going to do Through the Valley by Sean James as
Now,
featured.
it clarifies, is this one of your regulars? Is it new? What is it?
I would say this is a new regular. It's been in
A
rotation.
new regular. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, like say in the last month or so. From the movie and
All
that
right.
game, Lost of Us, which I always seem to forget. And it's just a really cool, soulful kind of song
Yep.
that, yeah, I've come to appreciate very much.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, Para, whenever you're ready, the stage is yours for the second time. Or should I say the next time because you've kind of had the stage the whole time.
thanks, buddy.
All right. Take it away, Para.
Cheers. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and I fear no evil because I'm blind to it all. In my mind, and my gun, they comfort me. Because I know I'll kill my enemies when they come. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell on this earth forevermore. Said I walk beside the still waters and they restore my soul, but I can't walk on the path of the right because I'm wrong. Well, I came upon a man at the top of the hill, called himself the savior of the human race. Said he come to save the world from destruction and pain. But I said, how can you save the world from itself? I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and I fear no evil because I'm blind to it all. Oh, I walk beside the still waters and they restore my soul, but I know
I kind of see why you were saying like new regular because I have heard you do that before. Just maybe
Right?
once.
Hopefully that wasn't one too many.
No, it's a very good song. I love it.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Para, that was amazing. Thank you for that. And everybody in the audience, give it up for Para. I notice in our audience chat, which you guys can view on YouTube. Let's scroll up a little bit there. And you can see probably that we just had a golden buzzer.
Oh, for me?
Yes, for
Or was
you,
that for you?
Para. It's for you. No, no, no.
Thank
I am not
you. Who
the
is it
star
from? Who's
today.
it from?
This is
Who gave me a
this
gold?
is who's it from? Well,
Oh,
we just
oh,
got
I
a
see another
second one. The
one.
first one was from
Second,
Farina.
Rifty.
The second one was from Rifty.
Oh, thank you both so much. Oh, you guys are
All
awesome.
right, Para, we are getting into our last segment of questions.
All
So
right, I'm ready.
the next question: has Riff-Off changed your perspective on your self-image and how you feel about your talents and personality? This question is by Sophia.
Oh, Sophia. Oh, Sophia
I
knows
knew
me
this one
well.
was going to get you. I knew this one was going to
Yeah,
get you.
it's a very good and important question. The answer is she here? Hang on, she's not even here.
She is
Oh, what a chip.
not.
Yes and no. Yes and no. She knows very well that, as I mentioned before, I got a bit of a imposter syndrome going, so it's very difficult to see myself as everyone else does. But yes, it's an ongoing battle, and it's so appreciated, and I love you all for it. So the answer is yes, but reluctantly, if that makes sense.
All right. Okay, good. You know, I'm kind of thinking now, what exactly I'm if you're willing to answer this, we'll see if you are. If you're not, then that's perfectly fine. Why exactly do you feel like nervous and everything and like everything about not feeling like you're as good as you that we say you are? I actually want to know a little bit more about why you feel that way, if you're willing to answer.
Yeah, no, of course. Excuse me. The truth is, I've always thought I had an unattractive voice, and that's just something like I call it a vocal dysmorphia, if you will.
Ah,
It's just something I've always thought about myself, and I don't know from where it stems, but it's true, and I just imagine that it's sort of transcended right into singing.
right.
Except, with singing, I get a nice microphone to deepen my voice a little bit.
Yes, and I actually just thought of another thing. Do you think this? I think this is a good question. You can tell me if it is or not. Do you think you were more confident as a guitar player than a singer?
Oh, that's a very good question because, I sent a recording to my uncle, the uncle I mentioned earlier, asking for his input. And he said two things. Number one, he says, my singing's gotten a lot better. That's great. And he told me that I had to work on my guitar playing. And that was a bit of a
Wow.
shock to me. Yeah, because I've been playing guitar for years, since high school. But lately, my priority has been in developing my vocals and singing. So the guitar playing has definitely suffered. And it's a little sloppy and it definitely needs some work, but that goes for everything we do, right? It's always a work in progress.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what the next audience question we have is. This one's by Jamie. Have you ever written a guitar piece before?
No, not really. Nothing that stayed a piece or a song. You're riffing around, you're writing little bits and pieces here and there. Even wrote a few songs over the years, but nothing that got committed to memory or paper. And
Yes.
honestly, that is one of my. I should have put that up there with my ambitions. Getting on stage, number one. Number two, getting some writing done, whether it's just guitar work or guitar and vocals. I need to start putting
Mhm.
some thoughts to paper.
Right. So the simple answer to that question is no, but you want to.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the simple version. All right. If you could have the ability to rewrite your worst mistake in life, would you do it? This is by Sprout.
Oh, let me think. Yeah, you know what? I definitely consider a rewrite. I mean, specifically for the moment I tried to give myself a haircut. Yeah, I bet you thought this shaved head was on purpose, right?
Yeah, for those who
No.
do not know, there you go.
No, I would leave things generally as the way they are because if I
That's
didn't, who
that is
knows? I
a
might
valid
not be here
answer.
today.
Right. Okay. All right. We got 3 questions left, Para, unless I think of more on the spot.
Hmm.
What was your childhood choice of occupation? This is by Gemini. So basically, the simple version of that question is What did you want to be when you growed up? What did you want to be when you grew up as a kid? You know that old saying. What do you want to be when you grow up?
If I grow
What
up.
did you want when you were a child?
Oh, when I was a kid, you're gonna laugh. I desperately wanted to be a mad scientist.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Yeah, mostly
I
so I could wear the
cannot
lab
see
coat.
that,
Yeah,
but
I
okay.
wanted the lab coat. I wanted to invent wild gadgets and run around yelling "It's alive" at random household appliances.
That's actually really crazy. That is something that I'm never gonna forget about you now.
Yeah.
Don't suppose you had that mad scientist laugh about you, did you?
Oh, I'm sure I had something similar as a kid, but eventually your voice deepens and it changes. So now it's just a much
Yeah,
lighter laugh.
I'm well aware of that because I remember when I was about 13, and that was actually when I started doing voice acting and everything. And my voice was much higher than it is now.
That's the way she goes.
Yes, imagine I was singing then. I could have hit high notes. All right. This is the last pre-selected question. What form of advice would you give to someone who is just starting what you do if you were to meet them? So let's say for guitar and singing.
The first piece of advice is enjoy it, love it, embrace it, but don't forget about other important things. I mean, how do I put this? My father always said to me, he's like, if you want to pursue a career in the arts or whatever, sure, no problem. But get an education and a proper job first. And yes, he said proper. I know it's not correct, but something you can rely on first, and then leave yourself open so that you can explore your hobbies and the things that make your heart beat.
All
If that makes
right.
any sense.
Okay. Now we're running a little bit. I think we're running a little bit early on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and take a look at some of the extra. Yes, I'm calling it extra because they were not pre-selected. Audience member questions that we had. For those of you who are listening on YouTube, we had some members of Riff-Off come up with some questions to ask Para, and we had several of them pre-selected for the show, but because we're running a little bit early, I'm actually going to go ahead and do a few more of them. I noticed Cassie in the chat, and Cassie asked, I'm going to quote this. This isn't a question, but one day I hope to be as cool as him. And then he said, how can I be as cool as you?
Cassie, my friend, you already are.
Yes, and I agree. All right, let's see. What else have we got?
Oh, I
All
apologize
right.
to those in the chat who I'm not responding to. I'm sort of focused on my ears and not following the chat
All
so well.
right. I know several of these I used. Okay, there's only one other question here that I think I can ask that isn't already been asked in some way. And this one's by Carrie. If you had to change anything about Riff-Off, what would you change, if anything?
Ooh,
That's a
something to
really tricky
change.
question.
I
If
know.
the
I'm gonna
answer
add
is
a
no,
dramatic.
then that's fine.
I'm gonna add a dramatic game show buzzer. So if anyone tries to sneak in Wonderwall for the 15 millionth time, this buzzer's gonna go off, confetti's gonna fall, and their mic is gonna automatically switch to kazoo mode. That's what I would
Yes,
change.
that is interesting. I got something for you.
There we are. But that needs to be available to anyone. So if Wonderwall comes up, bam, there you go.
For those who are listening on YouTube that don't already live here in Riff-Off, yes, I like to say live here in Riff-Off because this is like a town of some sort. It's a little place to live. That is the golden buzzer sound that I chose. So that's the golden buzzer. I decided to make it multi-use. All right, Para, before I ask you your final question, I'm going to let you do your final song.
Okay. Wow. Now
So what
this
are you
one
going
is
to do this time?
okay. This one's making me a little nervous because it's brand new. I wanted to bring something that you guys haven't heard before.
Okay.
And oh boy, hang on. Let me,
The nerves kicking in. I can
oh
see it already.
yeah, they do. It's called "Things Ain't What They Was," and I was gonna do it to a backing track, but I was concerned that YouTube might hit us with a
Do its
copyright.
thing.
Yeah. So we're
Just
gonna
do
try
what
it
you have to do. Yeah.
acoustically. Okay.
When you got a
Um.
guitar, come on, shred
Okay.
that
Okay.
thing, shred it.
All right. Here we go. I gotta mute myself for just a second to get the initial pitch. Just give me 1 sec.
All right, that's actually fine. And while we're waiting on Parrot to do his thing there, I'm going to actually remind you guys that Artist Spotlights episodes release once a month now, and today's episode that you're hearing on YouTube should be on the 1st of September. We'll be having it usually on the first Monday of every month, so stay tuned for more guests in the future. You ready, Para?
Yeah, I think so.
All right,
Okay,
you
ready
think
to
so?
go. Okay.
All right, take it away, Para, for the last time.
Thanks. Said the wind came on so fast and strong, we did not have the time to find concern. Oh, and down below the ground we sat and watched that Virgin Mary candle burn. When 1,000 marching bands had all moved on, we opened up the door. Said now everything we'd ever known was gone. Things ain't what they was before. She met him on a Friday night. By Sunday afternoon they'd run away. Well, I pieced it all together Wednesday evening with a postcard from L.A. Thursday morning came and found me on the ground behind old Lucky's bar. Said the only thing I'd ever known was gone. Things ain't what they was before. Oh Lord, I don't mind the change in time that settles up the score. Oh no, when that new moon shines on you, things ain't what they was before. With whiskey on my breath, I sang a song about a love that I once knew. And the pain in that refrain took on the meaning when she walked into the room. Oh, she told me she was sorry, she could not live without me anymore. Oh, said the only love she'd ever known was gone. Things ain't what they was before. Oh Lord, I don't mind the change in time that settles up the score. Oh no, when that new moon shines on you, things ain't what they was before. Now eternity had passed without a word. She gently took my hand. Said this ain't no rebound love affair. I don't want no one night stand. I pushed back from the bar with my guitar. Now I headed for the door. Oh, I ain't nobody's stepping stone no more. Things ain't what they was before. Na 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 na. Oh Lord, I don't mind the change in time that settles up the score. Oh no, when the new moon shines on you, things ain't what they was before.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Para!
Ooh, thank you. Thanks. First time out.
And I spy a golden buzzer in the chat.
No.
I spy a golden
Yes,
buzzer
yes.
in the chat.
Thank you so
Para,
much.
you deserve it. You deserve all of that love. All right. Para, your song choices are just peak.
Thanks, man. That was a risky one for me.
Now, why is that?
Definitely much higher than I normally go, and it's new,
I
so I haven't
can
built
kind
a
of
muscle
tell
memory.
that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not used to you going that high in the range.
Yeah, it's definitely out of my comfort zone. But that's what we got to do, right? Push a little bit.
Yeah, I've done that.
I know you have.
I definitely couldn't today, but
Hey, we all have good days and bad days. That's part of
all
the
right.
hobby. Mhm.
Tara, before we get to your final question, I'm actually going to go to a quick Riff Studios ad break. So we're going to listen to a quick ad because in the Artist Spotlight events, ladies and gentlemen that are listening on YouTube, we have open mic segments after our interviews. So let's quickly listen to one of Riff Studios' open mic ads. Here we go.
This event is sponsored by Riff-Off's very own open mic event, a chill, no pressure event where the spotlight is shared and everyone has a chance to shine.
It's not a contest, it's not a competition, it's a queue, a lineup of voices, each bringing something different. A favorite song, a brave first try, or that one melody that you've been humming in the back of your mind all week.
And if the song can't wait to be sang, you can use a golden ticket to skip the wait.
Just for sharing your voice, you'll get 250 Riff coins and 2,000 XP, simply because your voice has value here.
So step up and take the mic. You don't need to be the best, you just need to be your best.
We'll be listening. Good luck!
And there you have it, everybody. Para, how was that ad? You liked it?
I love all our ads. I think they're so unique and so fun.
That was
And
actually the first one
we
we
could
ever
replace
made.
Right. I think that we should, petition cable television to replace all their ads with humorous, fun stuff like that.
Aw,
Because,
shucks.
I would buy their stuff for sure.
I mean, I don't even have much to do with them. That's all part of our advertisement team in Riff Studios, and I have very little to do with that.
They're doing it right.
All right, Para, your final question that I've been building up to is very simple, and it's just, have you enjoyed this interview?
It's always a good time with you, Slick, and with the community here. What's not to enjoy? It's a Sunday afternoon. We're sharing some tunes, having some fun with each other, and this is always, one of the highlights of my day. So yeah, thank you
All
for
right.
having me. Yeah.
All right, and I'm guessing there's nothing else that you want to say?
No, not at the moment. But I'm looking forward to hearing from all these people in chat. I understand this is going to extend into an open mic, so I'm going to stick around
Yes.
and listen to some
The
amazing
show on
performers.
YouTube will be ending in just a moment, but
Fair enough. Well, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you, Slick. Thank you, everyone, for your love and
all
support.
right.
And I'll right back at you.
Feel free to stay up here with me for the time being. And I'm going to quickly close the show, folks. It's been a pleasure having you all with us today. And we hope you enjoyed the interview as well. Until next time, this has been your visit to the break room. Goodbye.